Hello everyone, welcome back to Adventures of Me, and today, we are going to be continuing our Game a Day series. I've got 5 games in front of me, so I'm going to pick this one. Lego Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I love the Lego games. They are one of my favourite type of games to collect and play on any console. And my favourite book franchise is Lord of the Rings. Anything Middle-earth related is my jam. That's what I love. When this was announced and came out, this was an absolute masterpiece. I remember sitting playing with my wife. We absolutely loved playing this game co-op. We actually had it on the Wii. I've got a PlayStation 3 copy here. I think this was the first Lego game. I think it was the first Lego game based on a franchise that had voice clips or voice acting as such. I think they'd gotten clips from the movie and put them in. And they had sound for when they did different things. Because previously the characters were silent in the Lego games. And this game introduced voices. Even if it was just like the sound effects of them doing things like grunts and that. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure there was a little bit more. But that was one of the things that was really cool about this one. Reliving the story of Lord of the Rings as Lego is funny. It is so fun. Like, Lego Star Wars is great and all. You've got your force powers. When you don't have force powers and you're generally playing as a man or a dwarf, you don't have these magical powers, so you have to do things creatively. And then you play as Legolas, who has elf abilities, which means he can run across things and jump really high, and it's funny. It's like the Lego Indiana Jones game. I'm pretty sure the way that they set that up, the female characters in that, and I think this was the same for Pirates of the Caribbean. The female characters got the double jump, but the men couldn't, or something like that. It's just one of those things that has always been interesting. And I think when you have a Lego game that takes one of your favorite franchises and puts it into a the video games, you love what they've done. Like, no matter what, almost, you love what's come out of it. I'm just trying to see, so just find some facts for you about this. So it does cover all of the three books from Lord of the Rings. And I love the fact, like, you read this, it says, the game follows the original but spoofed storyline. Because the one thing that's always funny about the Lego games is that they add this comedy aspect into their game. So they always have the characters fumble things that they shouldn't have fumbled, and they drop them, they damage things that they shouldn't have damaged, and that. And it just makes things so much more funny. And then they like grab some like random other thing and use it instead, and it works. But that's one thing I love. But in terms of the voice acting and all that, it's taken the music and voice acting from the 3 films, and that was the game that did that. And I think that also adds to it, because it's funny seeing the Lego characters and they've got some line from the film that's being said, and it's like, it just feels wrong being as a Lego character, but it's so funny. I recently played the Force Awakens Lego Star Wars game and finished that. That was also fun. But the style of game has changed. This had a huge map that you'd go around, and you'd go from the map to the different places, and then you'd find your levels in the different areas. that was fun. And I like that they've still got that, like, with the Star Wars games, but you jump through the planets, there's a lot more loading for different things. And each planet kind of was its own little isolated area, except for Jakku. Jakku was big in that one. But it's not the same as having the whole world map, or for this instance, the whole Middle Earth map that you're going across and exploring to then go and find a level to then play a story that happened in, like, the story. Like, it's just, it was fun that way. Definitely one of those games, like, any Lego game, I would pick up and say, you have to play it, you have to play it, you have to play it. This definitely been one of my favourites for it. And of course, Lego Star Wars is great for all those things, but if you're not a Star Wars fan, I think it could be kind of hard to get into still playing Lego Star Wars, just because there is a little bit of an assumed knowledge of certain things there, like who the characters are and what abilities that they do have. I mean, it is getting better with saying what abilities each character does have in the games, but you still, I think if you're not a fan, you kind of won't enjoy it as much, so there's that as well. But Lego Star Wars, and Lego Lord of the Rings, and Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, like, they're all big franchises that do make them a little bit more accessible and enjoyable for people that can't sit through the movies, but there's still a little bit of assumed knowledge. But I don't know, if you find this, pick it up. The Lego games, they're all phenomenal. Lord of the Rings, if you really love the Lord of the Rings franchise, play this game. That's it for today, guys. A little bit of chat. I hope you enjoy these videos a little bit more off the cuff. And if you do enjoy them, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing to hear more random discussions of games. Take care, and I'll catch you next time.